Well, Happy New Year, everyone. Thanks for joining us for our first PCSS Connection of 2026. You know, school is back in session this week after taking a nice winter break. In Monterey, the Putnam County School System, in partnership with the Putnam County Sheriff's Office, implemented metal detectors at Monterey High School as the first step in a multi-week pilot program. The proactive step is part of our ongoing commitment to provide a safe and secure learning environment for our students, staff, and families. After a few weeks at Monterey High School, the plan is to pilot the metal detectors at Upperman High School and then Cookeville High School for trial periods. During the pilot phase, Putnam County Schools and the Putnam County Sheriff's Office are working on the feasibility of permanent implementation, traffic flow, and monitoring to identify any necessary adjustments before making a final decision to implement metal detectors at each school. And joining us now to talk more about this pilot project of metal detectors in the high schools is Deputy Director Tim Martin. And Tim, I know you were there in Monterey, and I guess let's just start from the beginning of how this all came about to the point now where we have some metal detectors at Monterey.
Okay, so you know, we've thought about metal detectors for many, many years.
Yeah.
Anytime there's violence in a school, we get phone calls wanting to know why we don't have metal detectors in our schools. And the fact of the matter is, in the past, metal detectors have just been too slow. They detect everything. You have to empty all your pockets, take off your belt, you know, like going through the TSA,
airport,
you know,
yeah.
Take off your shoes and all that. And
Yeah.
you know, when you're trying to get anywhere from 600 to 2,200 kids into a building first thing in the morning and it's raining outside or whatever, you can't take that much time to check each kid through the front door.
Right.
But now there is better technology.
Yeah.
And we actually have, I guess the best way to explain it is we have metal detectors that are adjustable.
Okay.
And we can kind of hone them in to look for certain things so that you can walk through them and still have your cell phone in your pocket, still have your keys in your pocket, because that's not the kind of stuff we're looking for.
Right.
You know, and so, and they're very fast, and we get kids in. So we've spent the last 2 days at Monterey High School, and I'm not going to say it doesn't slow down a little bit, but you know, we've gotten the line out of the way before 8 o'clock each morning.
Yeah. So I think one of the things to really let people know is this is not a permanent thing. This is a pilot project. They're going to be at Monterey for a few weeks, then they're going to go to Upperman, and then they're going to go to Cookeville High School, and then you kind of evaluate everything after that.
That is correct. So, you know, we talked a lot about this, and again, there are pros and cons to everything. And so what we decided to do is basically buy one set of these metal detectors, and we're going to move them from school to school. We're going to see how feasible they are, make sure that we can get kids through the door in a timely manner, make sure it's not that much of a hassle for everybody, make sure that we've got enough staff that can operate them, and you know, find out how much staff we need to operate them, because if we have to hire some extra people or do something like that, then you know, then the board's going to want to know what's the cost of that going to be.
Yeah, because it's more than just the cost of the metal detectors.
Correct.
There's also the cost of training. There's also the cost of personnel. I know we saw some of the folks, some of the teachers and administrators who normally do bus duty were helping with that. That's just something else on their plate.
Right, that's correct. All those people are volunteering their time right now.
Yeah.
To come in early and to do this, and so, but it would be our intention if we go forward on a permanent basis that they would get paid for the extra time that they're spending.
And it's doing this in conjunction with the Putnam County Sheriff's Office. We've already had SROs in the schools.
Correct.
Now, are they providing more deputies to be there and to help with the metal detectors?
We have had more deputies coming in to observe and help just in implementation.
Gotcha.
Because the Sheriff's Department has purchased some metal detectors just like this. They've had theirs for a little while already, so they came out to help us out in our first few days.
Okay, great. Well, you know, from looking at the video, from talking to Principal Bree Wheeler and some of the students there, it seems like it hasn't been very traumatic, and it seems like it has flowed pretty well. I think one of the things I was laughing about was all the kids that sit in their cars until right before the bell at 8 o'clock. They all come in at one time,
Yes.
and then that's a little influx there right before
Yes.
school day starts.
That's the, there will have to eventually be an understanding that we can't sit in our cars until 5 minutes till 8 and all come in at the same time.
Right.
So we understand that, and we'll address that as well. But just so that everyone knows, right now we haven't counted if it did cause somebody to be late, we haven't counted anybody apt or tardy or anything like that.
Yeah.
But as I said before, the line has been gone before 8 o'clock both days that we've been there. And I expect that it's just going to get better and better as we spend a few more days there.
Now, it's kind of neat because these metal detectors, they're portable, that you can take them different places, you can set them up in different areas, and like you said, you can kind of calibrate them to what to look for.
Right.
Are these the top of the line, the medium, the lowest? I mean, from a cost perspective, how does that work?
From the cost perspective, they're probably the lowest that we've seen. But from a how they work perspective, one of the best that we've seen. Now, I'm sure that the TSA at the airport will do things that ours won't. Okay,
you can get the little glass bubble that
right, all that stuff. But these they like you said are very portable. They work very well. I can again. When students are coming through the door in the morning, I can look for specific things. If I had a student that needed to be searched for some reason during the school day, I could set it to look for different things. And again, there in that case, I can have a student walk through there instead of the old get up here and empty your pockets and take your socks off and those kind of things like they did when I was in school.
Well, again, we just want to reiterate that this is something that we are looking at implementing in the future. This is all just temporary for right now.
Correct. This is a pilot program. Our whole intention is to see how well it's going to work and what it would take for us to implement this on a permanent basis.
And who would ultimately make that decision?
Ultimately, it's the school board's decision.
Okay.
They will listen to us, to our team, to our what we call our district CERT team, which is made up of our SROs, me, and many of our emergency contacts around the district. And as far as this project goes, it's really a couple of us here at the central office, myself, Chris Pierce, and then our SRO group. And we will make our report to the school board and let them know how we think it went and let them know what we think it will take to implement, and then ultimately it'll be up to them to decide. And I'm pretty sure they have every intention of doing some student and parent engagement before they make that decision as well.
Well, I know I saw Justin Campbell, the principal from Upperman. He was at Monterey. He was watching everything because in a few weeks or month, whatever, they'll be coming to Upperman, and then from there they'll go to Cookeville High School. It's not going to be where it's at Monterey, at Upperman, and at Cookeville all at the same time.
No, we don't have enough units for that.
So it's just going to go from one school to the next.
Correct.
Okay, great. Tim Martin here, the Deputy Director of Putnam County Schools, giving us the lowdown on the metal detector pilot program, which is going on right now at Monterey High School, but will eventually go to Upperman and then Cookeville High. Anything else you want to add about that, Tim?
We'll see what happens after that. If it goes well, we may do some testing in our middle schools as well.
Okay.
But right now, we're really just focused on our high schools.
All right. Well, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Earlier this week, we celebrated the UTrust Food Service Day, and here to talk with us, and we want to thank the food service folks is Jennifer Mitchell, the Supervisor of School Nutrition for Putnam County Schools. And first of all, Jennifer, thank you so much for what you do and what your team does. And I know a lot of times it probably goes unnoticed, but let me tell you, if somebody doesn't get fed, that goes noticed, doesn't it?
Absolutely, yeah.
People notice.
Yeah, we're very we're glad to do it and glad to appreciate our people.
Now, how long have you been the supervisor?
I've been a supervisor here since March of 2020.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now, what all does that entail as far as food nutrition? Kind of give everybody like an overview of what nutrition looks like throughout the school system.
Well, so I supervise the school nutrition department. So we have a kitchen in every school.
Mm-hmm.
We have about 150 employees, and we 18 managers who manage the employees at each school.
Yeah.
And we have employees who've been with us. We have one employee who's been with us like 40 plus years.
Really?
A lot that are 20 to 30 years,
Yeah.
and several that are 10 or more.
Yeah.
But so we oversee the school nutrition program just to make sure that we're following the guidelines from the federal government, which is who we follow for our regulations. We are, I will plug that we are self-funded, and so we're not a part of the general fund and the budget
Right.
of the school system. So we earn our money by every meal that we serve.
Yeah.
And so if we don't serve a child, which we want to, but we're a choice.
Yeah.
But so the more that we can serve, the more money for our program, which goes back into paying our people.
Yeah.
Buying the food, buying equipment, paying salaries, benefits, so that we can make more meals for students.
Now, how many students do you feed on the regular?
So about average, we do about 4,000 breakfasts, 4,500 breakfasts every day.
Okay.
And about 7,000 lunches
Wow.
every day.
Every day.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of food being consumed.
It's
That's a lot
amazing.
being cooked. It's a lot being served.
Yeah. In a short amount of time, too. We usually have lunch. Lunch is, 2 hours maybe at a school?
That's right. Yeah.
So
You go from
we're pumping
breakfast
out.
to lunch.
Mm-hmm.
So when you look at, school lunches and all that, I'm sure, costs have gone up as far
Yes.
as food goes.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you have to raise prices of school lunches. But one of the good things is that we have several eating free lunch and free breakfast.
Correct. Right. We have I believe it's 12 now that are participate in the community eligibility
Yeah.
provision, or what we call CEP. So those students at those 12 schools are able to eat lunch at no charge. And actually, we provide breakfast to all of the students at all of the schools at no charge. So
Really?
breakfast is free for all students in Putnam
Free
County.
breakfast in Putnam County. I bet a lot of people don't realize that.
I don't think so. We did a survey,
Yeah.
and some mentioned that, which I guess it reflects on us for not marketing it, but that cost was the reason that they didn't eat breakfast, and I
Yeah.
thought that's
Yeah.
it's no charge.
Yeah, there is no cost for eating breakfast. And, that's important. I mean, that's an important meal of the day for kids to come in and be able to have some breakfast and get off to a good start.
That's right. We can't. There's a saying in school nutrition where you can't teach a hungry child,
Yeah.
and that's true.
Yeah, I believe that. And then during the summer, you have a feeding program. And I tell you, I drove by this summer, and I was so impressed with the workers who were at these schools that were handing out this food to people. There was long lines, and it was hot. And
Yeah.
man, they were handing out watermelons and milk. And I mean, they were doing all these things, and it was so great to see them doing it. Why? Who does that benefit? I mean, just talk a little bit about that program in the summertime.
So with the summer, it's called Seamless Summer Option
Yeah.
of our lunch program, and it benefits anyone 18 years of age and younger.
Yeah.
But it also gives our employees that would like to work during the summer that
Yeah.
opportunity to work. It is hot, and carrying water. I've heard many comments about the watermelons.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it was well received from the community,
Yeah.
and it was very exciting to see. And we hope to continue that this summer.
Yeah.
Too.
As far as the menu goes, how far out do you plan those menus? What goes into planning the menus at the different schools?
What we do is a cycle menu, which is we rotate. Well, the goal is to do a cycle menu, 4 weeks, a 4-week menu cycle.
Yeah.
We try to. The ideal thing is to have it the year before, but that's a goal that we have, is to do it a year before. I'm not saying we're there yet, but due to food shortages, and that's a lot of it. But anyway, menu cycle 4 weeks, and we try to make some changes, seasonal changes.
Yeah.
Usually there's daily changes due to shortages or food that comes in that's not acceptable to use. So there are changes, but that's very challenging because you're having to figure out what they're going to choose to eat.
Right. Yeah.
And so we have a cycle for the pre-K through pre-K have their own menu, K through 4, 5 through 8, and 9 through 12.
Okay.
So we have those.
So you have different menus for all those different entities. Wow.
We do.
The big question is, do you still have the square pizzas?
We do. We do.
Oh,
We just don't. We haven't been serving those, but we hear that they might be wanting them to come back.
Yeah.
So we sure do.
Yeah. Well, let me know.
Okay.
Let me know which school has them. I'll be
Okay.
glad to come and buy a lunch that day. Those are the best. The square pizzas are the
Yeah.
best. How great is it, though, to have a day where, that we can just recognize all the employees that are participating and they're working with school nutrition, because a lot of times you see them every day, but you may not appreciate them every day.
Right. It's wonderful because I don't think they get the attention
Yeah.
and the credit they deserve. They come in early.
Yeah.
They're on their feet all day. They only to get a lunch they get to sit down, so they're on their feet all day. They're having to accommodate. We accommodate, allergies and special diets
Right.
and special needs, dietary needs, and all trying to follow a menu pattern from the federal government, which is very strict.
Yeah.
Sodium and
Right.
sugar limits, very challenging. And then just the human dynamics in a kitchen, very close quarters.
Yeah.
And so they do deserve a lot of credit in making the bonds with the kids, feeding the kids. That's all they care about is feeding the kids.
Yes.
They want to feed the kids. We've fortunately, and I hope I don't, we have never had to not feed the kids,
Yeah,
And
right.
so that's their main goal is to feed the kids.
Well, I can tell you that some of the most loving, caring, friendliest people are the lunch folks, the breakfast and the lunch folks that serve the meals, that cook the meals, because it seems like they have a genuine care for the kids.
They do. You do have to have that sort of desire to love on kids and serve them and try to brighten their day because they're having to work hard before and after they see us, and so
Yeah.
this is a time where they can just get some attention.
Yeah. Well, is there anything else that you want to add as far as nutrition or anything like that, or about meals in the schools?
No, just repeat that breakfast is free.
Breakfast is free.
Breakfast is free. I know.
Enjoy it.
Yeah, I know it's hard to get up a little bit early. I know. I struggle with that myself.
Yeah.
But breakfast is free. We will hopefully be doing the summer program, so keep your eyes open for more information on that.
Yeah.
Thank you for all our employees, our school nutrition employees. You're very hardworking, and you just put in so much effort, and it's very much appreciated. It's a great program, and give us a try. If you haven't tried us, come and give us a try.
Yeah. Well, thank you for all that you do and for being over this great department in the Putnam County school system, and for feeding 4,500 kids for breakfast and 7,000 at lunchtime.
It's amazing.
It is amazing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
thank you for what you do.
Oh, thank you.
Jennifer Mitchell, the school nutrition supervisor here for Putnam County Schools.
Thank you.
Turning now to Teacher Talk, Janis Nunnally has been nationally recognized for her efforts in the classroom. Miss Nunnally has been named the NAEA National Middle Level Art Educator of the Year. And joining us now is Janis Nunnally, the award recipient. Congratulations, Janis.
Thank you so much.
That is so awesome. So how did this come about?
Well, I've been working with the TAEA, which is the Tennessee Art Ed Association, and
Yeah.
the National Art Ed Association since I've been a teacher, and I've been part of that. And I've just been working with them, and I was on the board for the national, and I just had all this recognition, and somebody nominated me to be the national. I've been the state, the Tennessee Art Ed Association
Right.
Teacher of the Year, so this is a real exciting,
This
21
is-
years in.
Yeah, this
yeah.
is exciting. This is a national award.
Yes, it is.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Now, how long have you been teaching art?
21 years.
21 years. Has it all been in Baxter?
It has. Same
Yeah.
school. We changed our name, but same school.
Right.
Yeah.
Went from
Upper
Cornerstone,
Middle.
Upper Middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. What is it that you still love about your job?
Well, just getting to expose the kids to art in general and how they can use it to express themselves and even relieve stress. I've been trying to do that a lot and recognize that it's important in almost everything we do. Art is part of it.
Yeah.
And they don't realize that. So it's just doing that advocacy. That's where I'm at, advocacy and the leadership, yeah.
It really is. To create something, to immerse yourself in something creative really does release the stress and the anxiety,
Right.
and just helps you focus and
Right.
makes you feel good.
Yes.
It really does. I mean, I can't draw a stick person, but I know I watch my wife, who is a very good artist, and when she's feeling stressed, she gets her paints out and she goes and she paints and she does these things, and it's like her mood changes.
Right. You
know.
put it in your artwork. and
Yeah,
It's,
put it in
it's
the
really
artwork.
nice. Yeah.
Now, with this with this award, do they give you a plaque?
Yes, I'll go to the convention, which is in Chicago, in the beginning of March, and yes, I'll get to walk up
They
there
give you-
and get
they
a
give you a
plaque.
check, or they
and-
give you anything
no,
else?
don't get any
Vacation,
money.
anything?
No, and I have to pay the registration, but it's okay.
It's okay.
But I do get to get in front of my peers, who have, most of them I've known. I
Yeah.
go there and I see them every year, and it's just nice to be recognized by my peers. And
Yeah. Well, I
all
was
the
going to
work
say,
I've
you know,
done.
you've been recognized, you know, at the local, the school system,
Mm-hmm.
and the state, and now from a national perspective. I think it's exciting, and you know, I saw this on your Facebook page, and so we don't want this to go unnoticed, or just not think this isn't a big deal, because this is a big deal.
It is
Anytime we have a teacher get recognized nationally, that is a big deal.
I appreciate that.
And it really
yes.
is.
Yeah.
So, how was your time off? How was your winter break? Are you easing back now into school?
I am. I'm slowly getting there. We're doing a contest actually for Tennessee Art Association with my kids, a flag design. But I have a student teacher, so that can help.
Great.
I think. I hope. But I'm excited to expose her to all the stuff that I've learned and pass it on to her.
Yeah.
That's an exciting time.
Now, are there any goals that you have set out maybe 21 years ago when you started teaching that you're like, okay, I would love to accomplish this, or I'd love to do that you haven't yet? Because it seems like you have accomplished a lot in your 21 years.
Well, maybe getting elementary art in
Yeah.
there. I'm just going to throw that out.
Yeah.
But I hope to advocate more for locally. I've done some local, and then I've state, and I've been doing a lot of national the last few years on the board. And so it's time to work on the advocacy for local.
Yeah.
Try to get us maybe some money. I don't know. Somehow to get those art
Maybe
teachers
some
in
grants
there.
or something like that.
Maybe so, because it's so important in elementary. Whew.
Yeah.
They'll do anything. They'll open up, and it's great.
Yeah. Now, do you see any change over the past 21 years in the level of artists? I mean, to me, creativity is creativity, but when you see maybe some of the work that your students were doing 21 years ago as opposed to now, is it, you know, still pretty much the same? Has it risen? Has it elevated? Or where do you see it?
I don't see as many students now with some of the way our schedule is, but they're still out there. They're still doing it. I think I need to encourage them more, I think, right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to get them back into that idea that, like we said, that it can be a really asset to their life and maybe lead to a career.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right. Well,
So,
Janis Nunnally, the NAEA National Middle Level Art Educator of the Year, right here from Upperman Middle School and Putnam County Schools. Congratulations.
thank you.
Anything
Appreciate
else
it.
you want to add, or did I leave anything out?
No, I think you got it. Art's essential. Yay.
It is. It
Yeah.
really is. What art do you enjoy doing the best?
Um,
What is your forte?
It depends on the time. I love exploring new things, and I've started to try some 3D. I'm mainly a drawer and a painter, but
Okay.
I draw a lot. I do some sketches right now, trying to keep myself creative
Yeah.
and put them out there, just whether they're good or bad, just to show how I can just show emotion through the art. Yeah.
Awesome.
So,
Janis Nunnally, thank you so much.
thank you. Appreciate it.
Time now for our student spotlight. Putnam County had 2 middle school students competing in the TMSAA Girls State Wrestling Tournament at Summit High School in Thompson Station right before the Christmas break. Ellie Ledbetter an 8th grader at Prescott South Middle, and Vital and Eva Mendez, an 8th grader at Avery Trace Middle School, competed in the 145-pound division. And joining us now are the two wrestling champs, Ellie Ledbetter and Eva Mendez. And ladies, first of all, congratulations on making it to state. That's pretty awesome.
Thank you.
So, Ellie, I know you finished second in the state. Congratulations. That's pretty cool. So what was it like wrestling in the state tournament?
It was really fun, and I thought I was going to lose because last year I lost. But it was actually really fun. It felt like I was just wrestling like people like my age and stuff.
So this was your second time going to state?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. Eva, what was the experience like for you?
It was really exciting since it was my first year of wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really exciting.
Well, let's talk about you ladies wrestling at the middle school level. Eva, first, what made you decide you wanted to get into wrestling?
So my soccer season was over and I wanted to do another sport, so I just decided to do wrestling.
What about you, Ellie?
Honestly, I was one day in class and it went over the intercom and I was like, ooh, I want to get out of class. So there you go.
Well, how has it been? We talk about wrestling. It's pretty much a male-dominated sport. So are there other females that you get to practice with or spar with, or how does that work?
With Prescott, where we don't have any girls, I just get put with one of the guys.
Okay.
Yeah, I also get put with guys because the rest of the girls are in lower grade. So.
Yeah. So when it comes to wrestling matches, say for Avery Trace, do you get to wrestle against any other girls, or have you had to wrestle against boys in some competitions?
I usually do boys and girls, but I'd say mostly boys.
Okay. Ellie, what about you?
I've wrestled a handful of girls, but mostly boys.
Yeah. So what is that like? I mean, let's just talk about it. I mean, what is it like wrestling boys?
I mean, it's really fun. Like sometimes if you're like going to get someone that's like really experienced, it can be really hard, but you're learning out of it. Mm-hmm. So you get better every time you wrestle them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's fun winning, just saying like, oh, I beat a boy, yeah.
That's awesome. Even at Avery Trace, do you play other sports? You talk about soccer, so what are some of the other sports that you play?
Just wrestling and soccer.
Wrestling and soccer. Yeah. Now, you're in the 8th grade?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're going to be going to Cookeville High next year?
Mm-hmm.
Do you plan on continuing to wrestle or play soccer there?
Yes.
Oh, awesome. All right. Ellie, you're a Vital student, but you wrestle for Prescott South Middle School. What about you? What are some of the other sports that you participate in?
I play softball, volleyball, wrestling, and shot put.
Okay. Well, when you go to high school, you think you're going to be able to do all those?
Probably not. I'm going to have to pick like wrestling or softball, one of them.
Which one do you like the best?
I really like wrestling, but I've been doing softball longer.
Yeah. So when you got to state and you knew you were just going to be wrestling other girls, did that kind of make you think maybe that you were pretty prepared to be able to do that because you've been wrestling boys during the season?
No. I was like, oh, these girls like look really scary, but I tried not to look at any of my opponents until like I was about to go on the mat because I don't want to like stress myself out too much before the match because that's a real good way to get in your head.
Yeah. Eva, what about you?
Yeah, like what Ellie said, but since it's my first year, like sometimes I get really nervous, but I just say it'll be okay.
Yeah. To have that experience, to be able to go to a state tournament, a lot of high school, middle school student athletes, they play their sports and they may not get past a region, a district or whatever, but to get to go to state, I mean, that's something that, you could always say, hey, you made it to state in wrestling. Do you feel pretty, proud of that accomplishment?
Yeah, I can say it's like really, it's nice knowing that I did that and I actually like pushed myself to as far as I could. And when you have like Coach Allen and stuff, like he's a really good coach, so he did a good part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really like nice knowing that my first year I went so far and putting a lot of effort in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it give you confidence to kind of build on from this point further?
Yeah. It really does. Yeah.
What about you, Ellie?
A lot, yeah.
Yeah, I know Coach Allen's pretty proud of he was reaching out to me and he was sending me pictures and things like that. So I would think that your schools are pretty proud of you too. Has anybody come up and congratulate you or say, man, that's awesome, you guys, went to state or whatever?
Yeah.
I mean, my online teachers,
Yeah,
they'll be
yeah,
like,
that's
yeah,
right.
I saw you on Facebook. I'm like, thank you.
It's not like you're in school, you're on vinyl over the computer. Yeah, right. So looking ahead, looking to your high school careers, Eva, is wrestling and soccer, those are two sports. Do you like them evenly? Is there one that you like more? Do you want to be able to, pretty much do that all 4 years that you're there, do you think?
Yeah, I would say I like them pretty evenly. I've really got into wrestling, so I'm really starting to like it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Ellie, when you look, you have so many things that you do, and you're talking about kind of narrowing that down. But there are opportunities maybe to do multiple things. Is that something you think is really going to be kind of enhancing your high school career?
I can see it, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, congratulations, ladies. It's not you are the first female wrestlers we've ever had on the podcast. How about that? So there's another first for you. It's not every day that we get to have female wrestlers from Putnam County Schools, middle school no less, that get to qualify for the state tournament. So hopefully we'll see you all continue to flourish in the sports and academics too. So again, congratulations and thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, that's all we've got in store for you this week. Be sure to check out our Instagram and Facebook social media pages, and you can always check out other episodes of the PCSS Connection on our YouTube channel. For now, God bless. Have a great week.